What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm cutting 4 different clutches. Should be some pretty cool stuff. All but one clutch is already pipped. Let's check it out and see what I got. Alright, so this first clutch pipped a couple days early, so I did the egg cutting off camera. But we'll still go over it. The pairing on this one I wasn't sure because this female actually got loose and there was 2 males that got loose. It was a whole ordeal. I actually ended up with about 11 snakes that were loose. I got all of them, put them back in their enclosures, but it started with one pair that were going at it a little rough, ended up pushing their tub open, snuck behind other tubs in the rack, pushed those tubs open, and so on and so forth. It was just a very big mess. Luckily that's only happened to me once, and this was kind of the result. So the female was a pastel spot nose. I paired her with my butter clown, but because she was loose with additional males, I also wrote down Enchi GHI and a pastel mystic. And it looks like from this pairing that the GHI is the father, since I have a GHI right here. Who knows, it may be dual sired, but here's definitely a wicked looking baby right there. Guessing that one is going to be a pastel Enchi spot nose. This one right here has a spot nose head. Let's see what else it is. Oh, looks like it's just going to be a normal spot nose. That one right there is going to be pastel something. Let's see better when it gets out of the egg. Oh, wow, it's really nice. Pastel Enchi. I'm guessing another pastel Enchi spot nose. Just look at the color on this. Very intense. Nice, bold stripes. Good blushing. Very cool. This one looks like a GHI spot nose, maybe pastel. Very cool looking baby. And last but not least, Enchi. Enchi, you guys see that head? Just had it out and I missed it. But looks to be more than Enchi. I'll see whenever it comes out. Alright, so that was the first out of the 4 clutches. Okay, so this next clutch has 2 pairings as well. It was my blackhead, red jean, green jean, or I can't really read it. Pastel Enchi yellow belly, 2 calico spot nose. So we have one that's pipped already. This one's going to be a spot nose. Let's see what else it is. I'm hoping the blackhead hit on this one. No. That's pretty wicked looking. It's really wicked looking. Look at that head. Wow, that's really cool. I don't know if we can get to focus. There you go. Look at that head stamp. That's really crazy looking. Awesome. Can't wait to see that get out of the egg. Alright. See what else we have. Yeah, it looks like the pastel yellow belly most likely hit. Pastel Enchi yellow belly, because that's going to be an Enchi. Wow, that's completely blushed out. Look at that. That is beautiful. Can't wait to see what that looks like when it gets out of the egg. I don't want to bother it too much since it's in the egg. I know a lot of people like to open up the eggs more to get a better look at them, but they're still absorbing their yolk and whatnot. I don't want to rip it open too much, and if I can't really find the head, it's going to be hard for me to tell. so I'm not going to bother it. Just let it come out. Wow, look at that. Look at that pattern. That's nuts. Definitely calico influence right there. And who knows what else. Very cool. Calico always brings some excitement to all the clutches because it really washes out those sides and makes the babies look really cool. I mean, for a single gene, it does a lot. It's very cool to look at. Especially with the line of calico I use, it's very high white. Well, you know what? That looks like it's definitely a spot nose. That looks like it's definitely a spot nose, and it's very dark. I might have a dual-sided clutch. I'll have to get a better look whenever that comes out, but that'd be awesome. So it'd be great to work some blackhead into my spot nose projects. Another light blushed out snake. Very cool. These are going to be cool babies. Looking forward to them coming out of their eggs. Hopefully that one egg is from the blackhead father. I would like to add some additional blackhead breeding stock to my collection. Slide these over. Alright, next up we're going to have a Super Enchi Coral Glow to a Black Pastel Fire. Black Pastel Coral Glows and bananas are just so awesome looking. And then add Enchi. It's got to be really cool. So hopefully I hit on some of those. This guy already pipped. Wow. Very cool. Wow, look at those oranges. That's super intense. That's going to be the black pastel right there. Wow, very, very intense. Very cool. Egg number 2. So this is a pretty big clutch. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 eggs. Pretty good size. Had a lot of pretty big clutches this year. I got lucky. Oh, that's like a black pastel coral glow right there. Black pastel coral glow Enchi. Maybe fire. I said I'll have to find out when they get out of the egg. Now I'm saying coral glow. There's another one. That one does not have black pastel. Maybe fire. Looks nice and light. But the difference between coral glow and banana is absolutely nothing. Two people found the same gene in their collection running around at around the same time. One named it banana, the other named it coral glow. But there's a lot of confusion with especially new people getting into the industry. And they ask me all the time the difference. There is no real difference. It's the same gene. It's just two different names used to describe it. Oh, that has a wicked pattern. Very cool. Black pastel. Something. I'll get a better idea whenever it comes out of the egg. Another black pastel combo. It's funny, every once in a while when I'm in my snake room, actually pretty often, I'll just hear one of my snakes fart really loud. And I just heard one in the other room let out some gas. It's crazy how loud they fart. It's definitely a fire combo right there. Coral Glow Fire combo. And just as I was saying that, I hear another snake let out a big fart. That's hilarious. It's funny too because a lot of people don't expect it, and it's actually really stinky. They can let out some really stinky farts too. Look at that long alien head, super long, going down its side. Very cool. Alright, and the last egg. Another black pastel combo. So some pretty cool babies. I'm sure this one right here just looks super insane. That's probably going to be my coolest one. That pattern right there, that orange, just very, very, very intense on the sides. It's going to look very cool when it comes out of the egg. Alright, let's get my last clutch for the day. It's ready to go. And that is a pastel highway to an ivory. So everything in this clutch will either be, at the very least, a highway or an ivory. And there'll be some pastel ivories and some pastel highways, hopefully. So none of these have pipped yet, but they were all laid on the same day as the other 3 clutches. So I know that they're ready to go. And since all the other clutches have started to pip and this one hasn't, it's probably best that I cut it just to make sure. There looks like I have a pastel highway. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you see this dark blotch right here. You may remember I posted a clutch of this, or a picture of this clutch whenever it was laid, and this was a big old blood spot. People asked me if that was normal, if it was okay. You know, it just happens every once in a while when a female lays an egg. She'll let out some blood too. This one had the blood splotch right there. I left it there, incubated fine, and let's see what the baby is. One has a little ivory in it. Beautiful little white guy. That one looks like it's probably going to be a pastel ivory, blushed out head. Dang, looks like another. Oh, that one might be a highway. I think it's an ivory though. Hoping for some more highways. Actually, I had kind of bad odds last year on the highways. There's a pastel highway. I hatched a lot of males, tons of males. Really wanted to get some females to hold back and grow up on some female combos. I just hatched a ton of males. This year, however, I'm hitting on the females and I've got a lot of great combos. Oh, his nose is right there, unopened it. Hey bud. That one looks like it might be another highway. And last egg out of the clutch. And that is going to be a pastel highway. And then last year too, at the pastel, I didn't really hit a lot in the highways. This year, seems like every clutch that I bred that pastel highway to, freaking all the highways have pastel in them. It's insane. It's weird how it works. The odds can really play in your favor one year and not the next year. Those are my 4 clutches. I got some pretty cool looking babies in those. I'm excited for them to come out of the egg so I can get a better look at all of them and really tell what they are. I'm going to be posting some updates of my most recent clutches soon I have sold some of them already, so I won't be able to update you on all the babies, but I will have an update on the last couple of clutches. I know I'm behind. I've been very busy. It's been pretty hectic here, just adding to the room, working my full-time job, doing this full-time when you're having, around 40 clutches is a lot of work, hundreds of snakes. So whenever I have time to do these YouTube videos, I try to do all my egg cuttings, but I'll be sure to do the follow-ups on what the babies look like soon, and I'll be doing some additions to my Morph Market account and posting up more babies and more juveniles and even some adults that I have available for sale. So be sure to check that out or keep an eye on it in the upcoming weeks, because I'll be adding a lot in about 3 days from now. If you're enjoying my content, please like, comment, and subscribe.